Archangel Michael says, "Tonight, a door hidden for generations creaks open with the softest sound, and your bloodline is about to be shaken at its very roots. You do not know it yet, but the eyes of heaven have been fixed upon your daughter, choosing her in silence to bear a destiny only the bravest souls could ever carry. She walks unaware, but in a few hours, forces greater than any before will rush into her life." A stirring began long ago, buried in the silent prayers of ancestors whose tears fed the earth in secret. Those cries, those battles unseen, have accumulated like weightless gold, and today that hidden treasure begins to shimmer through your daughter's veins. An invisible armor is forming around her spirit, sealing her against the old darkness. In a world where many fall asleep to their true calling, your daughter's soul refused to be lulled into numbness. This was noticed by the divine council, and they chose her name among many who were not ready. Without any ceremony on earth, heaven already announced her victory, but she must still walk through the battlefield ahead. A silent war, raging through the bloodlines for centuries, will finally meet its end because of her courage, her pain, her determination. Chains wrapped around your family's destiny are loosening even now. The curses whispered in old tongues will dissolve like ash the moment she takes the final step forward. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, "Even the stars know what is unfolding tonight, bending their brilliance to witness this rare moment. If you listen closely, you may even feel the hum in the air, a vibration that was not there yesterday. It is not just an ordinary night, it is the night of transformation. The energies that once clouded your family's progress, like storms swirling endlessly, are retreating one by one. They scream silently, realizing that their dominion is coming to a permanent and irreversible end. Your daughter holds the sword that has been invisible to all eyes but hers. This is not just about her, it's about every child born from your family line who suffered silently under burdens they never deserved. The breakthrough she is triggering will ripple through generations you will never meet. It will clean wounds that no doctor could heal and silence griefs that no words could describe." Type Amen to get blessing 444. She was marked since birth, although no one could see it. Every hardship she faced was not random, each one was carefully designed to forge a heart that would not break when the battle became invisible and brutal. Her smile hides scars that angels kiss every night. The enemy thought it could break her spirit through disappointment and delay. It sent betrayals, loneliness, isolation, and doubt, hoping to starve her soul. Yet every time she bent, she never shattered, and that stubborn flicker of faith is what makes her unstoppable now. You might have noticed her distance lately, her silent moments when she looks past the noise around her. Those were not signs of weakness but secret meetings her spirit had with heavenly messengers preparing her for what is coming. She walks between two worlds now, one foot on earth, one foot already in the promise. As tonight falls heavier, the final preparation is being completed over her head. Spiritual crowns are polished. Invisible armies stand ready. The enemy's last trembling attempt to hold your family captive is already failing. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, "A great chain reaction is beginning even if the world around you remains blind to it. You will soon notice strange shifts, calls you never expected, opportunities you thought were lost, doors opening without even a knock. They are all signs that the generational curse has snapped. There will be a strange peace in your home. It will come like a heavy warm blanket settling over the rooms, touching walls and floors and hearts. Old memories that used to hurt will lose their sting. Your daughter's victory is not measured by applause or headlines. Her triumph is written in realms beyond sight, where names are etched in light rather than ink. You will feel the difference before you see it. One day, people will marvel at how your family transformed so suddenly, not knowing that the real battle was fought in unseen places long before the harvest showed. The world will call it luck, but heaven knows it was bloodline warfare. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You have a part in this too, even if you cannot see it clearly yet. Your faith has been a shelter she didn't even know she was running into. Your prayers, though whispered in broken nights, built invisible walls that kept her from collapse. Tonight, as she steps into this holy assignment, heaven bends low to record your loyalty, your pain, your resilience. It is not forgotten. Rewards tailored specifically for your heart's silent sacrifices are coming. If you ever doubted your worth, know this: it was your hands that carried the future in the form of your daughter. And now, that future is bursting into reality with thunder disguised as silence. The curse that once prowled at the edge of every success, snatching victories just before celebration, is already retreating. The pattern is broken. A new era begins. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The whispers that used to fill your nights with fear will be replaced by songs of unexplainable joy. This is not temporary. This is the permanent shift you prayed for but dared not fully believe would come. Your daughter's children will never taste the bitterness you tasted. They will inherit laughter where you inherited silence. They will build without resistance where you built with bleeding hands. Tonight, a torch is being passed to her hands, a torch that will set ablaze every hidden dream, every buried hope. She will not carry the weights of the past anymore. She will dance on the ashes of everything that tried to destroy her. Do not be surprised if strange dreams come tonight, dreams of oceans parting, chains falling, voices singing from unseen places. They are the messages of confirmation being sent straight to your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the heavenly scrolls have already recorded the outcome, victory. Your lineage is shifting into a dimension of favor, freedom, and fulfillment that could not be stolen this time. The old debts against your family have been cancelled. The legal claims hell once had are burned to dust. Every old grudge, every old word curse is being uprooted from your soil. The devil tried to make your family trees bear rotten fruit, but heaven has grafted a new root system deeper than human eyes can reach. From this moment, your family will know the sweetness of abundance rather than the bitterness of scarcity. You will notice within days that unexpected opportunities will start falling like sudden rain. They will come not as trials but as gifts, attached to no guilt or hidden strings. Accept them without fear. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The chains around your finances are snapping. The walls around your relationships are cracking. The ceilings that limited your family's potential are shattering. Old enemies will lose interest in you as their influence dissolves. Old jealousy will turn silent as your blessings become undeniable. Old patterns of sorrow will evaporate like mist under the morning sun. The sacrifice of your ancestors who prayed but never saw the fruit will not be wasted. Their invisible hands are clapping tonight. Their tears are being turned into jewels of inheritance for your descendants. A throne is being built out of every painful stone thrown at your family. And your daughter is the crowned warrior who will sit upon it, shining without apology. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The day will soon come when strangers will bless your family without even knowing why they feel compelled to do so. They will recognize the invisible mark of favor on you. They will sense the shift even if they cannot explain it. A holy reversal is taking place. Places where there was once rejection will now overflow with welcome. Places where there was once theft will now deliver double portions. The voice that once mocked your hope will be silenced by the sound of fulfilled dreams. The mouth that cursed your destiny will be forced to whisper blessings instead. The hand that closed doors against you will now open them wide. The long nights are over. The dawn is not just coming, it has already arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The old rumors that hovered like dark clouds over your family's name are scattering. Gossipers who once found delight in your struggles will now choke on their own silence. Those who doubted the worth of your bloodline will soon be standing in awe, not understanding how the impossible happened. Your daughter's name will rise like morning sunlight over hills long forgotten. Her victories will not just be hers but will be multiplied over every branch of your family tree. The honor that was once robbed is being restored 100-fold. In secret places, angels have already begun singing over her life. The melodies they weave are shaping miracles not just for today but for decades yet to come. Everything that was delayed, blocked, or stolen is being restored with divine interest. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The generational battle was long, cruel, and unseen by many eyes, but your daughter stood where others would have fallen. She endured where others would have surrendered. She held her faith quietly even when everything inside her screamed to give up. The heavens are proud tonight, not because she shouted the loudest, but because she kept walking even when walking felt like dying. She is a lioness clothed in human skin. No curse has the authority to stand in her path anymore. You will soon notice that even your surroundings will start feeling different. Places that once felt heavy with invisible sadness will now feel lighter, charged with hope. The air itself will seem to hum with expectation. Dreams you thought were lost forever are being gathered back into your hands. Ideas you abandoned are returning with fresh life. Relationships you thought were broken are being rewired in ways only heaven could orchestrate. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your daughter's hands are blessed beyond natural explanation. What she touches will flourish. Where she walks, blessings will bloom like sudden wildflowers in barren land. Doors of influence will open without the usual struggle. People of authority will feel drawn to help her, without understanding why they are compelled to favor her. This is the power of divine generational blessing in motion. Her laughter will carry a frequency that breaks old chains wherever it is heard. Her words will heal invisible wounds in those around her. Her presence will signal the end of demonic attacks aimed at your family. The roots of darkness that tried to anchor your family's suffering have been ripped out. What once was a battlefield is being turned into a garden. What once was a prison is becoming a palace. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, "The weapons formed against your family have failed, and their broken remains are being swept away. The evil contracts written in darkness against your family's destiny have been shredded beyond repair. The gavel has slammed down in the courts of heaven, case dismissed." Your daughter is wearing a spiritual armor so bright that it blinds every demon that tries to come near. They cannot touch her now. They can only flee, defeated before they even approach. The legacy of shame ends here. The inheritance of sorrow ends here. The reign of confusion ends here. Her children and her children's children will walk in a freedom so deep it will seem surreal. They will not know the suffocating fear that your ancestors wrestled under. They will move in an ease born out of her silent battles. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The storms that once always seemed to come at the worst moments will lose their access. The repeated misfortunes will dry up. The circles of almost success then failure are being shattered forever. Your family's new story begins tonight, and it is written in gold, not in grief. It is sealed by the highest authority, where no enemy has any voice. It is protected by a divine decree that cannot be revoked. You will watch with your own eyes as burdens lift off shoulders you love. You will feel the shift in your bones, like winter giving way to an unstoppable spring. You will find yourself laughing without fear of the future. Your daughter carries within her the breaking of the dam. The overflow will not just be for her but for everyone connected by blood, heart, or hope. Those who stand beside her will feel the tides of favor lifting them too. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There will be a time when she won't even have to explain the change. People will see it. They will feel it in her steps, her voice, her very breath. Enemies will try to remember why they hated your family and find they have no strength left to sustain their bitterness. Old rivals will be too weak to even oppose what is coming. Resistance will fold like dried leaves in a burning wind. The places where she was mocked will become the stages of her highest victories. The people who laughed at her struggles will have no choice but to clap when she wins. Every hidden insult, every silent judgment, erased without mercy. There is a heavenly roar backing her steps now. She will not be shaken. She is the one chosen to turn mourning into celebration. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The winds are carrying away every trace of the curse. The ground under her feet is being anointed with oil unseen by human eyes. The angels assigned to your bloodline are now rejoicing, preparing the path ahead. Every single dream deferred is coming back to life. Every tear once wasted is being transformed into rivers of favor. Every loss endured will be replaced by testimonies so massive that mouths will hang open in disbelief. The divine clock has struck the appointed hour. No delays, no derailments, no denials will succeed now. The momentum is unstoppable. Your daughter is crossing the threshold into a destiny designed specifically for her DNA. She carries the hope of ancestors who dared to believe even in their darkest hours. She carries the answers to prayers whispered by trembling lips long gone. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The thrones of injustice are being toppled as you read this. Thrones built by betrayal, disappointment, shame, and hatred are being smashed. What is rising instead is a throne built by faith, purity, endurance, and relentless love. This is not just about survival anymore. This is about dominion. It is about flourishing in ways that make the darkness regret ever targeting your family. Within days, confirmations will come. Unexpected congratulations, unexplainable favor, surprising reversals, all are part of the avalanche now set in motion. You will not need to strive for them, they will hunt you down. Be prepared for the awkward but joyful reality of dreams coming true faster than you can adjust. Be prepared for blessings so large they will almost frighten you at first. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The blessing being poured out will not fit the old containers. The life your daughter is about to step into will demand bigger dreams, wider visions, and deeper gratitude. The ceilings that once capped your family's destiny have been shattered beyond repair. There is a wind of sudden upgrades sweeping through your lineage. Old titles, old labels, old reputations are being stripped away like dusty clothes. What remains is pure, radiant, unstoppable glory written in the ink of divine promises. The people who once ignored your family's worth will now seek your blessing. They will come quietly, humbly, sensing a shift they cannot deny. You will move from overlooked to essential in ways you never imagined possible. A season of sweatless victories is here. The kind where doors swing open before you reach them. The kind where resources find you instead of you chasing them desperately. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this elevation is permanent, no hand of man can reverse it, no enemy can sabotage it. The covenant of protection and prosperity over your daughter's life has been signed in the courts of heaven with unbreakable authority. Hell has been permanently locked out. The fields where curses once harvested sorrow are being replanted with seeds of generational wealth, joy, peace, and healing. The trees that spring up will bear fruits so abundant that your descendants will feast for decades. Lack and limitation are ending with her. Your family's name will be associated with solutions, with favor, with excellence. No longer with scandal, no longer with sorrow, no longer with shame. The old attachments to defeat are severed. In every gathering, your daughter's presence will shift atmospheres. In every conversation, her words will carry weight. In every opportunity, she will move with the invisible wind of divine assistance. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. There will be no need for her to argue for her value. It will be self-evident. The room will bend in her favor without her lifting a finger. Dreamers will find their courage again because of her testimony. Doubters will believe again because of her resilience. The broken-hearted will laugh again because of her hope. The destiny buried in her blood is calling out louder than any pain she ever endured. The roar of heaven is louder than the whispers of fear. The thundering celebration over her life is already shaking the foundations of everything that tried to destroy her. Every single "no" she ever received was just a redirection toward a "yes" so massive it could not be shared with the unready. Every heartbreak was pruning, every delay was preparation, every setback was a divine setup. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The fragrance of freedom will follow your family wherever you go. Doors that stayed sealed for generations are unlocking one after another like falling dominoes. Contracts of captivity are being shredded in the spiritual realms. New partnerships will appear seemingly out of nowhere. New resources will find their way to you without desperate striving. New favor will cloak you like a second skin. Your enemies are too late. The generational curse is too weak. The bloodline blessing has begun and no force of hell can reverse it now. Your home will feel lighter. Your mornings will start sweeter. Your laughter will return richer. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The land your ancestors dreamed of, prayed for, fought for, your daughter will walk on it and claim it. The promises delayed for centuries are now speeding toward you with divine urgency. The almosts are transforming into absolutely's. There will be no more building only for others to enjoy the harvest. Now, your family will both plant and reap. Now, your family will both dream and dance. What was withheld from your ancestors due to injustice, delay, sabotage, or ignorance, all of it is being placed into your daughter's hands now. And she will handle it with wisdom sharpened by fire. You will no longer have to explain yourself to those who doubted your journey. Your blessings will speak louder than explanations ever could. Your fruit will silence every critic. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, the very walls that once confined your family are collapsing in joyful ruin. Watch closely over the next 33 days. Miraculous signs will appear confirming what has already been written in heaven. Unexpected letters, unexpected visits, unexpected opportunities, all will flow toward your daughter's path like iron filings drawn to a magnet. She will not have to hustle, the blessing is chasing her. Old cycles are snapping. Old sorrow is melting. Old regrets are fading. The enemy tried every weapon. It tried discouragement, distraction, and despair. None of it worked. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. You stood in the gap when it was darkest. You believed when believing seemed insane. And heaven heard every whisper of your trembling hope. This is the reward for staying when it was easier to run. This is the crown for enduring when surrender would have been simpler. This is the harvest for watering your hope with silent tears. The night seasons of endless waiting are over. A morning of endless receiving has begun. A river of divine compensation is flooding your house. Your daughter will be the first of many in your line to live completely free from the chains that wrapped generations before her. She will not fear what you feared. She will not lack what you lacked. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The whisper of worry that always lurked will be drowned by the roar of blessings too big to contain. The cloak of invisibility that hid your family's brilliance will be torn off forever. Wherever she sets her foot, there will be multiplication. Wherever she speaks, there will be healing. Wherever she dreams, there will be impossible fulfillment. The heavens are smiling over your family tonight. The angels are singing a new song with your daughter's name woven into it. The earth is responding in celebration. The story of struggle ends here. The story of victory begins now. Type Amen to get blessing 2828.